just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
I'm really sick of living, stuck and trapped in the system. You're just a brick in the wall, and I got my back up against it. I represent the resistance, they want me back up in prison. But I'm the master of my path, and I won't slack on my mission. You're lacking the vision, so I'm just gonna cut to the chase. They hide the truth in plain view, right in front of your face. I used to think the world was normal, but that wasn't the case. We're just some goyim on a hamster wheel, running in place. Turn up the bass, I grab the microphone and all I do is rock it. This little light of mine, I let it shine and you can't stop it. But there's nothing these corporations just won't do for profit. This fake ass world that we live in is sick, it's truly toxic. If you don't see it that way, okay then keep talking. Don't bump into that wall while you're sleepwalking. The alarm is going off, I hear it beep often. I'm at the double doors of truth, I'm gonna keep knocking.
I just want to live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just want to fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
I refuse to just go quietly into the night. There's forces of darkness at work and they're restricting the light. I'm so fed up with the lies they tell us this isn't right. It's ODD TV, you best believe I'll get up and fight. This is my plight, I'll never let you cowards get the best of me. Took the red pill, now it's time to fulfill my destiny. Living like I'm Neo, dipping from my P.O. Tripping on me cause I am the one and he's a zero. Hot like a jalapeno, bringing heat that you just can't avoid. I call out bullshit and lies, they call me paranoid. People are just foolish, full of hate, they get angry. Point out the truth about reality, they label you crazy. Just a glitch in the system, you're a critical thinker. And no, they don't want that. Fuck them, give them the finger. I do it every single day with each and everything I say. I'm not living like a victim, it doesn't have to be this way.
I just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Doesn't have to be this way.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Steve JMO. It's a little past 8:30. It's the 15th of December, 2019. And just want to apologize to everyone who was in the chat before. I was, this was supposed to originally go live at 7 o'clock. I had to push it back to 8 o'clock. Then finally, I had to push it all the way back to now, around 8:30. So just want to say sorry for all that. Sorry for all the ruckus there. Our laptop almost just fell too. But I hope we can have a good show and we will get things started. So that being said, welcome everyone in the chat and say what's up to CJ, Gonna Ball, Flip Flat, Dyslexic, sorry, almost said that wrong. Kenny Johnson's in the chat. Staley was in the chat earlier. Saw a couple other people up there, but StreamYard only lets me go back so far. So sorry, I can't say hi to everyone who was here originally, but hopefully they'll be back. But if not, it's all good. People do their thing. Not too worried about it. Never really was, never will be. So it is what it is. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of flat Earth, NASA fakery, how they relate, the Freemasonic connection, big things with the number 33, and whatever that leads us to. That's why I said and much more, because where we go with stuff. We could go down many little rabbit holes tonight, come out at many other, or we'll come out, they'll all lead to the same hole. So that's the good part about going down the Steve JMO rabbit hole, is that it all brings you to God, or it all brings you to the realization of the anti-God agenda. They are one and the same. As you see, if there's an anti-God agenda, there is a real God. So that's just obvious to me. Should be obvious to everyone else in the chat, I hope. But so what do we want to get into first today? I got a couple NASA things I want to talk about, but I still got a couple other videos and images I want to get up too for that. But I got a lot of Freemasonic things ready to go, but I think we'll just stay off the screen shares for a little bit. We'll just talk about flat Earth, some beginner things, some easy things, and for all of all the flat earthers in the chat, if you wanna talk amongst yourself in the chat, your first flat Earth realization, or easy digestible, the first thing that made you understand flat Earth, and for me it was just the simplicity of it, and perception or perspective, because one day it was just dropped on me. And the funny part was my buddy Dylan, who made me late for this show, actually, because I made this stream probably around 5 o'clock. I was like, yeah, just getting out of work, we'll go live about 2 hours, give me time to shower, get a coffee, change, all that other things. He hits me up. I'm like, I kind of just told everyone on YouTube I go live at 7, and so I was like, all right, we'll bump it back 7:45. And then he ended up not leaving his dad's house. He had to bring his kid home, this, that, and the other thing. So I didn't end up getting to his house till about 8 o'clock, 7:50. So I had to bump it. I bumped it back to 8:15. Then I bumped it back to 8:30, and then here we are now. So the kid that woke me up to all this stuff is making me late for all this stuff. It's funny how the world works like that. But another funny thing I want to point out real quick is not a shot at my buddy, but he woke me up to all this stuff. Him and his father did great work. JT Reverse Brainwash is a good YouTube channel. Got blacklisted a long time ago. Most of his videos have thousands of views, yet he only has fucking 5, 6, 700 subscribers. So it's ridiculous. Another blacklist YouTuber. We have plenty of those out there. Got people like Russian Vids. He gets his channel taken down more often than not. Well, he's probably had like 5, 6, 7 channels since I've been looking into him. You say what you say about RFB, but I think he's cool, legit guy, and he got his channel taken down last year out of nowhere, and they gave it back to him. So it is what it is. There, speculation, but hey, his work's good. That's all you got to say about that. Then you got like Brian Staley. They took down his Dose of Reality channel midstream. Yeah, how ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? So the blacklisting on YouTube's 100% real. I'm the prime example of it. You say what you want to say. It is what it is. But without further ado, let's what was I talking about? Actually, yeah. So he was talking about, we're always talking, stuff like this, conspiracy, flat Earth, realizations, truth, everything like that. And he's been really invested into the whole left and right thing lately, which I know it's two snakes or two snake heads attached to the same body. But he's come to the full understanding that the whole liberal democratic side, the lefties, the softies, the HOMOs, we can call them, they're all, in direct worship of Satan. And that's why he says you can never side with them, which I'm like, absolutely. But on the other hand, you have the conservatives who are, patting your back, telling you everything they want to hear. But while they're patting your back, you can't feel their hand reaching into your back pocket and taking your wallet. So it is what it is. And Sweeze, yep. Yeah, I'd be late to my own funeral, bro. So we're gonna have to get used to that. Oh man, look who decided to show up. Yep. Salted Cedars in the chat. HQ Tactical, what's going on, everyone? I already said what's up, got a ball. You guys good? Love you guys. But so yeah, I think it's just funny that he's woke me up to that, and then he's still talking about left and rights and all this other stuff. But other than that, he's spot on. Not two people will agree on the same thing. That's the realization we all have to come to. Not everyone will agree on everything, and that's just a fact. There's great YouTubers, there's great people. You just take what resonates with you and which makes sense to you, and you can make your own opinions based upon that, and go do the provable stuff, do your own tests, do your own research. Don't just go upon what one person says. If 7, 8, 9 people start saying it and it all brings you in the right direction, then it might be worth your time. So, and yeah, I'm a little fired up. Had a coffee not too long ago, and it's 9 o'clock at night, so it's getting a little tired. I was like, let's wake up, have a coffee. We're awake now, I'll tell you that. So, yeah. All that being said, let's get into some flat Earth, guys. Flat Earth is not the first conspiracy I looked into, but definitely within the first 5. Let's put it that way. No, definitely within the first 3, because I briefly looked into 9/11, and then the whole I guess the alien thing is not really a conspiracy. Well, it is a real conspiracy because it's not real. It's not reality, because all the quote unquote conspiracies that I subject myself to, and on the side of, are not conspiracies as they are realities. So there's flat Earth, NASA hoaxes, just media fakery, chemtrails, solar simulator, communicating with demons, Luciferian agendas, all that stuff. That's all reality. None of those are. What was that? No one's. I just lost my train of thought there. I read something in the chat real quick. What was that? Someone is bombing the stream with thumbs down. I just watched it go from 18 to 11 thumbs down. What are we doing? Someone's messing with the stream? Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. I cannot deal. I can't. I really do hate these. What do you call them? Yeah, we have 21 thumbs down. Oh man. As I'm talking about YouTube being blacklisting people, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And my best video ever, well, according to YouTube view wise, not my personal best video, but I think it's probably one of my worst videos. I did it, about 4 years ago. The 15 proofs the Earth is flat and motionless. Very butched, but very simple. Just pictures and audio. I made it really digestible, but looking back on it now, we could have made it much, much better with easier, digestible truths. And CJ, it's actually 21, but it is what it is. And that video has probably about 270 something thumbs up, and it has well over 290, probably in the 300s by now, thumbs down. It's got over like 62,000 views. And so, when you start touching on the good things, they troll you, they thumb you down. It's nothing new under the sun, people. When you start talking about truth, they start attacking you, whether it's if I was one of those new age softies, I'd be like, oh no, thumbs down, guys. I gotta turn a super chat on, get my thumbs up and all my money and subs, and you know, uh, I don't give a fuck about any of that. It is what it is. Yeah, right, right. With Andrew saying, only 8 are watching, 21 thumbs down. So that's you Google, YouTube algorithms, or paid military paid trolls. So whoever's watching is from a military base, you can just suck a chode. But so, wow, we're having a great stream already. We're 15 minutes in, getting blacklisted, thumb down. That's great. Good stuff. That's how you know we're gonna have a good show. And at that rate, I wouldn't be surprised if they just took it down midstream. And I did do a very controversial 9/11 video the other day, so it is what it is. And I did see Russian Vids was live. I saw that, but that has nothing to do with the thumbs down. I like I said, Swedes, it's not about the views, it's about the content. So, and I know Russian, he goes live for hours and hours. So I assume that there'll be a lot of people over there listening to him, watching him. I watch all of his videos later on. Take what I can from them, and it is what it is. We don't agree on one or two things, but like I just said, no one can agree on everything because it's just such a crazy world we live in. People are going to see different views on just everything, and luckily with flat Earth and all these other things I mentioned before is things that we all agree upon. The anti-God agenda, that's in our faces. You can't see that. You can't see anything, people. So with the with flat Earth here, people, the first thing people think of when you say flat Earth or space is fake, they jump right to NASA, they go right to science, to Neil deGrasse Tyson, to anything like that. So you gotta those sources are invalid. Those sources are null. It's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah. So it is what it is, and I really get distracted watching the chat here. So just gonna put my notebook up over it. No offense, guys. Every time I look over, someone's got a new comment about something. So yeah, but yeah, can't let the thumbs down, get us down, and it's whatever. It is what it is. People can beat off because they're not real people anyway. It's probably just an algorithm that has they're probably just pages that have no subs, no videos, no nothing, just straight troll accounts. So, and I hope I got some wrenches in the chat in case they start showing up and putting rude comments. And we got no time for that here. I don't got time to cipher through all the comments and kick people out. Is what it is. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, HQ Tactical, absolutely. There, some of the good flat Earth videos are corrupted halfway through. Absolutely, absolutely. So, when if you guys are ever talking to people who've never heard of flat Earth before, and you want to break them into the new concept of it, here's a couple I think easier ones to just drop on them. You got the very simple one is water will always find its level. Water remains flat. If you have a bottle of water, glass of water, whatever's easier to show, fill about halfway and then turn it so that the water is at a different angle, but it will always remain 100% flat. So you have lakes that you can see completely across, like Lake Erie. There you can see the Chicago skyline from across it. Possible on a globe, people. So you can use that and show people those videos, and that will be a big eye opener for most people. So I think I personally think water being level is the easiest way to start the conversation, at least with someone, because you don't want to drop like 8 inches per mile squared or the whole the Coriolis effect you could drop on them with the snipers not using it, and it's just distance and what do you call it, in density and velocity. There's no it's ridiculous. So, but something you could easily another thing you could easily lay on people is it doesn't matter what altitude you're at, the horizon will always remain flat. As we've gone over this many times with high altitude weather balloon videos, they go up there, 110, 20, 30, 40,000 feet. The sun is probably another 100,000 feet above it, if that, and it's flat as the eye can see. There's no stars, and there's no. We will get into the moon landing just a little bit, Salted. So don't worry. So yeah, the horizon always flat. Doesn't matter what altitude you're at. It's just flat. A little Dr. Seuss action right there. So like I said, it'll always remain eye level. That's the thing too. It's not just flat. If it was flat and still going down, that could allude to just a larger Earth theory type deal. But excuse me. But the horizon always meets you at eye level. So you could be at a beach. You could be, a couple thousand feet up on a mountain. You could be in a helicopter. You top the World Trade Center, whatever it is now. You could be anywhere. It's flat. In an airplane, it's flat. If it looks like it's curved, or if it looks like you're on a globe or something like that, you can thank that to the lens of the window, because they put a little fisheye ends on all the windows in commercial airplanes. Not all of them, but most of them. Most of them. Most of them that I've seen. So, and HQ Tactical, once again, good comment there. Satellites hang from balloons. Yeah, I would have to believe that. If anything, because we'll get into the satellites later, because there are no actual photographs of a real satellite in space. So, and if there's hundreds of thousands of satellites in space, people, something you could ask someone who still subjects himself to the ball Earth theory is when were all these rockets taken off to put these satellites up? Like, I don't remember 5, 10, 20, 30,000 rockets going up, putting new satellites up there. Those weren't talked about. Those weren't televised. So, what's really going on? Are they just not up there? Or are they like HQ Tactical says? There's just very minimum ones, maybe just surveillance ones that are up there hanging by balloons. Every now and again, they come down like we saw back in the day. Or not back in the day, back a couple weeks ago. I think that was a hoax, the whole Samsung thing coming down. It looked too small, looked too hinky dink. But they put those stories in the news to make people laugh. So make people mock the flat Earth theory, and they're really good at doing that. Really good at doing that. So, and CJ, you're right. Man, I see. I got my old notebook here. I'll have to go through that and figure out exactly who they were. And it was actually, I think it was 52 or 68. I can't quite remember. I know there's two completely different numbers, but it was 2,000 miles a circumference from the Antarctica. And Antarctica is supposed to be, maybe the size of Australia or something. It took them almost 2 years. So, and there's that. And they could never make landfall, as there were no beaches. There was just an ice wall the entire way around too. So yeah, and Salted Cedar, 100%. Never seen a satellite from ISS cam, and I got that queued up too. So we're gonna watch a little bit of that too, and hopefully not get a copyright. But if we do, fuck them. It's YouTube. I got D Live and BitChute that aren't really that big, but for all you guys that if you guys have a BitChute or a D Live, YouTube possibly, starting to shut people down little by little. So something you could do is subscribe to my D Live or my BitChute. I'm uploading videos to BitChute every here and there. I already got like 4 or 5 up there, so we'll do another 4 or 5 this week, and next week, we'll do another couple. But the D Live, I'm on there. Brian Staley's on there. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. You also got Karen B. I think Jeranism. And, I haven't really listened to any of Jeranism in a long time. Not because I have thoughts about him being SHILL or anything, which I don't. People have their ways of truth. It's just they're just always just beating the flat Earth drum, and I try to be on all subjects over here. Not just the NASA fakery and the flat Earth, because those are big. Believe me, they are big, but you need more pieces of the puzzle to see the full picture, if you know what I'm saying. So, much love and respect to them. They do their good work, and if I ever, get on a stream with them, it would be a good flat Earth talk, because you guys know my all my older videos are 100% flat Earth, and it was weird once I started talking about other things. The views and the subs started to go down, but it is what it is. But the funnier thing is, like, we do this video with flat Earth and the title NASA hoax, Freemasonry, all this other stuff. We have what 22, 25 thumbs down. It's absolutely ridiculous, people. So, and that's my proof that YouTube blacklists people no problem, and that YouTube is just 100% broken. Yeah. So you guys can take that for what it is. But yeah, back to flat Earth. Good easy proofs. Like I said, water will always find its level. Horizon will always meet you at eye level, 100% flat, regardless of the altitude. And another easy one, maybe if it's someone in the workforce, someone who's done labor, like building bridges, or outside landscaping and like that. Canal engineers don't measure curvature. You know what I'm saying? So you got, like the Panama Canal goes right through Panama, which is north and south now, thanks to the Mandela effect. But it's they're 100% flat. All canals, they're just flat, and it is what it is. And they're, especially the Panama Canal connecting oceans. Obviously, one might be at a different level because they're different oceans. So people be like, "Oh, look, the Panama Canal, it's got to lower a little to do that part of the Earth's curve," and it's 100% wrong, just 100% wrong. And surveyors and architects, they do all projects assuming the Earth is flat as well. So that's something you could drop on people. So when something like Twin Towers, they were built, biggest structures at their time built, they were built assuming the entire Earth was flat, and they would have to probably put that into perspective. It is what it is. They sell lies and people buy them, and now we're resorted to this to try to wake them up. And I know most of what I'm doing, most of what a lot of other people are doing, is just preaching to the choir, which it's all right. But I wish there was a more less censored mainstream outlet, if you know what I'm saying, to get more people who were asleep on a stream or whatever, but not have the censorship as high, like YouTube and all these other websites. Because we all know that, once YouTube pulls the plug, we're all going to jump to D Live or DTube, and they're going to pull the plug there, and then BitChute's going to pull the plug, and then they're going to force us to, make our own websites and make it, pay money to get streaming access, and, up our bandwidth on our computers, and, up our bill, so they're just going to blacklist us out one by one, little by little. It can't be a 1 day thing, because that would bat an eye. The mainstream regular person, the general public might notice something's wrong. They're like, oh, why they just delete 30,000 truth channels? Maybe they were talking about something they weren't supposed to be talking about, or so. And let's what else do we got here? So something that's this is obvious to me. I don't know if it's obvious to someone who would just be entertaining the thought of flat Earth and whatnot. So, but if there were billions of stars in the sky at night, don't you? I mean, if stars were billions of miles away, don't you think that the night sky would just be dark, except for the moonlight? Because it doesn't matter how high of a mountain you go on, it still always fades to blackness. So people think that they could see stars and planets and solar systems and suns and galaxies and all this other stupid shit. It's just ridiculous because perspective doesn't work that way. You can't see stuff that's, usually more than a mile or two away, or on a good day, 7, 8, 9 miles of visibility. Never mind things that are light years away, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's ridiculous to me. But and another thing, so let's say the stars were real and all this other stuff. With all the billions and billions and billions and billions of stars that are supposedly suns or nebulas or supernovas or whatever the hell the new word is nowadays for those things, don't you think it would just light the entire night sky? It would just be, one long day of lightness, one just a little less light, and one much more because of the sun. But I don't know. This is just speculation, just talk, you know, just something you could, you know, provide or, talk to someone who's never been subjected to the whole flat earth reality. So, and another thing you can drop on someone is if we're rotating 1,000 miles per hour, rotating the sun and all this other stuff while we're, ever expanding in a universe that's ever, ever going. How are we seeing the same stars in the same positions every night, all year round? Well, not all year round, but every night, every year, they're in the same spot. It's because they're local, they're close. The stars are angels or illuminated beings, but some of them are not good angels, as we know that 33%, a third of the angels fell in the book of Genesis. So, yeah, projected on the dome, absolutely. I don't know about that. Well, it could be because you go in a. See, I don't know. That freaks me out with the stars. You go in an airplane. At least when I go in an airplane, I don't see any stars up there at night. But is what it is. Let me just skim through this page real quick. I had a couple decent notes, but yeah, flat Earth people. It's rather easy to digest if you just give people the simple ones like that. Like you can even look up like the New Bedford level experiment. That's a very good one, I think. 'Cause it's simple, it's easy, and it's old. It's actually one of the first flat Earth uh, proof or a test you could say. So yeah, and well, another thing you could ask someone is we'll deep dip more into this one later, but for it's a video I notes for a video I called the Flat Earth Starter Kit, and number one is there's not a single picture or credible picture of the Earth from space. None of them are real. They're all composites. They're all proven as fake, and there's too many inconsistencies with the color of the land, the size of the land, all this other stuff. So it's something else you could show to someone that at least they're being lied to by NASA, which is a government agency which works for the elites. NASA was formed upon Nazis, so it's very easy to digest, very easy to prove as well. Just 10 minutes of research, you'll realize that, as we'll dip into that a little bit later. But What else do we got? Yeah, water always find its level. Absolutely, absolutely. Just easy, simple stuff, people. Easy, simple stuff. And the thing about the flat Earth is, flat Earth will trigger a bunch of other quote unquote conspiracies, which we know are reality. Because once you understand that the Earth is flat and that they've been lying to you about what you've lived on your whole life, you're going to start asking questions about many other things. Like, what else have I been lied to? And it just the snowball gets bigger from there. It's going downhill. Then it really starts to pick up speed once you realize you've been lied to your whole life about the shape of the Earth and the flat Earth proves creation as well. The Earth is flat. It's it's if the Earth is flat, it proves the Book of Genesis. It's absolutely ridiculous. But let me just jump in chat real quick. Sweet says, "Why aren't there composites pear shaped?" Yeah, you asked Neil deGrasse that. Yeah, that guy's a lunatic. That is ridiculous. I saw True Seeker 69 just join. How you doing? Andrew Kardash in the chat. Spirit Sealed. What is up? What is up? CJ's back. What's up? Infowars. Yep, they can suck it as well. So, yep, exactly. FAF. Absolutely truth. It couldn't be any in the flat Earth, man. It's honestly when you first hear about it, it's 110% ridiculous. Oh man, because you're like, oh, what about all the ships? You're just gonna say like, no, man, this isn't the year 1401. You gotta get over that fear. You gotta get over that thought. We gotta get over that ridiculousness, the hatred that is just that comes with the whole flat Earth concept. It's absolutely ridiculous. You tell someone the Earth is flat, they want to literally punch you. I've seen people get punched for saying the Earth is flat. I've had people post pictures of guns on Facebook saying they're gonna come find me because I presented to them a new reality, the Earth being flat. It's yeah, it's ridiculous. The cognitive dissonance and the pre-programming, because day one they put the globe in the classroom, whether they talk about it or not. They put the globe in the classroom. So they just want you guys, they want us just to be sucked in at day one. And I'm happy that everyone here in the chat, that I'm happy we all saw through it at some point. And I don't know how you all did in school, but something my buddy and I were talking about, maybe it was easier for us to disconnect from the science aspect, the globe Earth, maybe, and all the other lies and deceptions. Maybe it's easier for us to realize they were lies and realize truth because I did bad in school. I didn't try, I didn't pay attention, but that also means I didn't let them indoctrinate me to the full level of what they would indoctrinate someone who had, straight A's, dean's list, high honors, scholarships, academic scholarships, all that other stuff. So maybe not paying attention in school and shit like that paid off. I don't know. I'm just talking. It paid off in the truth retrospect. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. So yeah. So those are some good quick flat Earth things you could drop on people. But let me yeah. Like I said, denial is natural to the flat Earth. It's a natural response to flat Earth. People deny it the second they hear it. Well, not everyone, but I'd say a good 9 out of 10 of them will deny it. They'll get upset with you, and that's just the cognitive dissonance. That's the pre-programming. And there's much more evidence of a flat Earth, people, than there is of a globe. all the globe evidence is based upon theories that are based upon mathematical numbers that were made up by Freemasons and Jesuits and Knights of Malta, Knights of Templar, all these people who work for the Vatican came up with the globe idea. Because well, the globe idea came around a long, long time ago, but it wasn't really introduced into the churches and into the curriculum and mainstream science until the mid to late it was probably early to mid, actually 1400s. People were afraid they were going to fall off the earth at sea, so they stopped shipping goods. All the sailors went on boycott or whatever, so they had to produce a new theory to make them comfortable to go back to work. It's all about the money, people. People would say, why would they lie about the shape of the earth? Like, why would NASA fake everything? Well, NASA has embezzled $600 billion since its inception. That's just of American dollars, and that means that's American tax dollars. $600 billion, people, and they can't give us a real life picture of Earth from space because it's not real. So it's ridiculous. Let's see. And yeah, too many people ignore it. Too many people write it off. Too many people make fun of it. Like I said, like we were talking about before, there was what at one point there was 7 people in the chat. Video had what 22 thumbs down. It's absolutely ridiculous. So there's an obvious anti-flat Earth agenda, anti-truth agenda. You start talking about the right things, YouTube will shut you down. They'll shut you up. They'll thumb you down, and if you're like the regular person nowadays, your feelings might get hurt, and you might delete your page because a couple people thumbed you down. Like, no, thumb me down all you want, YouTube. I'll just make a new page. I do have another Steve JMO channel. If you do type into YouTube Steve JMO, there is another channel. It's just unfortunate that I have no clue what the password is to that, so we'll have to figure that out one of these days soon, just in case, and start uploading to there too. But I'm sure if YouTube pulls the plug on me, they're gonna. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting my mic. They're gonna already have my voice recognized and all that stuff. But we haven't. We've only been flagged once on this channel somehow. But the blacklisting of this channel has been unreal, and so many other channels, and so maybe this isn't something you would want to talk about with a brand new flat earther, but the dome theory was that interested me for a while when I first came into flat earth, and I subject myself to that. There's a definite physical dome, definite, just because of the simple example. You have thunder echoes. It can't echo if there's no barrier, if there's no top to it, there's no seal. And another prime example of a dome is the rainbow effect. People say it's a rainbow because the Earth's atmosphere is curved. Like, no, it's that would actually have to be one very small planet if that's the case. It's absolutely ridiculous. If it was arched that hard, that quick, the atmosphere, it wouldn't work like that. So, and also, lately you go out, take a picture of the sun in the middle of the day, and it has a blue halo around it. So maybe that's more of the solar simulator. Maybe that's just all the what are they called? The heavy metals in the air from the chemtrails and the frequencies. Maybe that's reflecting off the dome, giving you the halo around it. But yeah. So the dome, I understand that there is about 99.9% chance that there is a dome. And if you say what you want about Admiral Byrd, Freemason, we all know that, but it is quite possible that the man found the dome, but you can't really trust the words of a Freemason. So there's that. There is that. And the word firmament got passed around a lot in the Bible, so that leads me to more firmly believe that there's a dome. So yeah, if it's in the Bible, it's most likely reality, because the Bible is probably one of the most ridiculed books of all time. So it's also the most popular book of all time. So you take that for what it is. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, why would they push it? It's because back in the day, sailors were afraid they're going to fall off the earth, so they had to make a new mathematic formula that proves flat Earth, or that proves they're not on a flat Earth, and there it is. It's exactly what it is. And so if you guys don't know what a ring magnet is, it's the magnet inside your all speaker systems, and it's a very interesting magnet. It's the only magnet on Earth that north, like the northern pole, is directly in the center, and south is around the entire thing. Here, let me get a picture up of that real quick. See what actually pops up. See, bear with me, guys. Sorry. There we go. Um. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Let's see what we got. So yeah, that'll do. Let me get a screen share going real quick. I forgot about the ring magnets, honestly. So check this out, guys. That's a ring magnet. North is in the center. South surrounds it at all times. Exactly. Exactly like the flat Earth model. North is in the dead center. Antarctica surrounds it south. So is what it is. I think it's a lot of magnetism in the flat Earth model. Electromagnetism. Probably like I just said, like a ring magnet based magnetism program. So yeah. So what else do we got here? Blank page. Yeah, then well, another thing there, you got the Antarctic Treaty, which I think alludes to the fact that there's a dome down there of some sort, or at least a- ancient Nephilim technology that the Nazis found a possible hole in the earth. Either way, Antarctica is locked down since 1958. You can't go there. You can't do any business there. No trading. No no excavation, nothing like that. Just, small scientific research teams. But we all know there's bases down there because it is what it is. It is what it is. They tell us one thing, they do the other thing. And they had John Kerry down there a couple of years ago, George Bush, uh, Pope. The Pope was down there. The Russian Pope, he was down there too. So they're doing something down there, and whether the dome is in Antarctica or the entrance to Hades, Tartarus, uh, where the fallen angels are, it is what it is. Either way, you can't go there. So, you know, can't really prove any of that's there. You can't prove it's not there. It's just one of those things we got to speculate on for now. So, and another coincidence is with the flat Earth. You could drop on someone is the UN logo and the official map of the United States Geological Survey are both azimuthal equidistant maps. So that's something you could easily drop on someone who's never looked into the flat Earth theory before. So those are good, easy, simple ones. And the whole perspective thing. You go on a beach, and you see the boat go off in the distance, but it goes off bottom first. That's just because you're going to see the tallest point for the longest amount of time. Just makes sense like that. But if it looks like it's going over the curve, just take out binoculars or get a camera with some decent zoom tech, and you can bring it right back. So there is no curve it's going over. There is no curve. The earth is flat. Water will always find its level, even in the ocean. Yeah. So that was a good little 50-minute flat earth rant. So yeah, with all that being said, the ring magnets, yep, the donut magnet, CJ, yep. And I got some old videos that show some I can't remember what it was though. That's the thing. You know that like black magnetic goo? If see, I can't even remember like what the fuck it even was. So I'm gonna have to look that up in a little bit. Maybe I'll do it on our not the break coming up. We're gonna have a break in just a couple minutes, guys. But probably maybe during the next break. Like I said, I just had a bunch of coffee, so I gotta use the bathroom in a couple minutes. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna the next part of our stream here, we're gonna start looking at some NASA videos. I think I got the gallery. Yeah, this is all recent stuff by NASA. We can look at some of their videos and yeah. Oh yeah, I got the ISS live stream. Got that ready to be clicked on over here, and yeah, we're gonna be looking at the some official video of the moonwalk from NASA's own webpage. So it's restored, but it's still 100% fake. And like I said, we'll have the ISS live stream. We'll go over pictures, real photographs, which are just CGI images of the Earth from space that are from just NASA. I bet if we went on the NASA gallery and we went images, I'm sure we could find some even funnier stuff. Is you know what? We might even we'll try to start with the videos, see how that works out for us. See how far we get before we start laughing our nuts off. Then we'll back to the satellites, trying to find a real satellite from space. It's ridiculous. And what do we got here? Just reading the chat real quick. Just another fool. What's this? What? You read it in a book. Yeah, I don't really know what this guy's talking about right now. So, yeah, if we got a troll in here, should have one of the mods just, send them out. But I don't really know what that guy's talking about. You guys can figure that out. I'm gonna just get a little video queued up. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Maybe get another glass of water too, actually. So that'll be good. So maybe I'll actually put up one of my old videos real quick for a couple of my videos, just a couple minutes long, anyways. So no harm, no foul there. And yeah, see what we got here. Yeah, so many old videos. Wow, 3 years ago, pushing 4. Pushing for it'll be 4 years in January that I've been on YouTube talking about flat Earth, which means I've been aware of it for about 5 now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool the journey that I've taken, all the stuff that I've talked about, getting from point A to point B, point C, bringing me all the way to C, and then now we're back at A. Real funny how that stuff works, man. Real funny. So, what? We'll pause that. Go back in the chat real quick. Yeah, so what was that kid even talking about? Anyone know? Yeah, yeah, I think that kid's just a troll, but you know, it is what it is. People think they can just come into chats and start talking whatever. You know, I don't really entertain their crap, but that's what the mods are here for, to see if they're legit or have real questions, or if they're just here to stir the pot up in a negative way, and we don't need that here. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick break. I will like I said, I got this video here. This is my old video saying it's called They Have You Fooled, the Earth is Actually Flat. It's about 3-4 years ago. Just about 5-6 minutes, so just bear with me. I'm gonna get something to drink, use the bathroom, check on the dog too. I'm gonna see how that little shindig's doing. But like I said, I'll be right back, guys. Steve JMO. Don't go anywhere. What's going on, everyone? Back here one more time. Steve Richards. Of course it is. What do you think we're talking about? Not the triangle Earth, the flat Earth. Well, actually, we're going to talk about your little spherical model today. So, how do you know we're on a spinning ball? Do you know because of the picture? Do you know that because that's what your teacher says? Do you know because you've seen the ISS footage? Do you know because your grandma heard the moon landings on the radio, or because she saw it on the black and white television screen? Or do you know because you know? Because everyone knows it, right? Actually, you personally don't know. You just think you know. Have you ever been up to space and seen the Earth? Most likely not. The only reason you think you know is because someone has told you or shown you one of the 5 out of 10 pictures of the Earth from space. And by the way, those pictures are just pictures. They're not photographs. They're pictures, or pictures of paintings. The same group of people that tell you that you live on a spinning ball are the same ones who said smoking cigarettes are good for you. Science cannot be trusted. They've been wrong about too many things to let us put the faith of what we live on into their hands. These people say the Earth is an oblate, spheroid. But every picture shows the Earth as a circle, a perfect circle with an edge, with no stars in the background. Think about that one. They also say they discovered an Earth-like planet billions of light years away. And yet, they haven't discovered more than 80% of Earth's oceans. Why try to discover the sky when you have no idea what 50 to 60% of the Earth looks like in reference to the vast oceans and depths yet to be discovered? Now, let's go back to the pictures real quick. What I got here
is a picture. Well, it's 4 pictures of the Earth from 4 separate space organizations. You got NASA top left. You got your European station top right, bottom right. You got the Japanese bottom left. You got the Russian. If you look at all these, they don't seem to add up. It's interesting. To me, it seems like the American, Russian, European, and Japanese space programs can't agree with what color the land is on the Earth. If you look at the Russian and the Japanese picture, you can see that India, Australia, and the islands in between are completely different colors. Russia depicts them as dry desert, brown shaded islands in the land masses as well. Then there's Japan, who shows them as lusciously green filled forest islands with shades of brown only in Australia. Strangely, both these pictures are southern hemisphere dominant. Neither shows Antarctica. Did someone forget to edit that one in? Then there's the European space picture of Africa. Why doesn't it show Europe? Wouldn't you be upset as a European citizen that, well, someone who lives in Europe, that if your space organization goes up there and takes a picture, they should take a picture of where you live, not Africa. No offense, Africa. Speaking of Africa, Europe, Russia, and the American space programs have 3 different versions of Africa. If we all live on a globe, the same globe that matter, how can 3 different space programs show us 3 different pictures of the Earth and show us 3 completely different images? If these were real photos, you should be able to lay each version of the picture, like showing Africa, on top of each other, and they should all line up at edge for edge and be the same color. But we have 3 different shapes and color schemes here. As a citizen, how can you accept these? As a citizen of anywhere, how can you accept these as photographs of where you live? This is what your tax money pays for. A bunch of lies. They can't even agree on the lie. They can't even agree on the color of the land. But you guys are going to trust them, right? I can't do that. That's going to be it today. Once again, email is scuba2114@gmail.com.
So yeah, that was just a old video of mine from 2014, 2015 or something. So is what it is. And yeah. So you got the space agencies that can't even agree on what color the oceans are, what color the land is. It's 100% ridiculous. Excuse me, I smoked a fat blunt earlier, so gonna have to deal with that for a while. But Sweeze said, "I'm not sold on space being fake." Well, NASA's lying to you about everything they've done in space. How could you not be sold? But so let's get into some NASA fakery real quick. Not even real quick. This is gonna wow, excuse me. This is gonna hopefully take another hour or so. And I'm just not even too sure where to start here. I got some notes I just put on my phone all day. I got some stuff written down. Let's just start at the fakery pretty much. So let's just shit, I don't even know where we should even start here. Just so much to and on NASA, it's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what this crap's about. I know I'm not screen sharing yet, but
5, 4.
All right, let's give this a screen share. But yeah, another thing about NASA is, you know what they have to do? You know, since they're Luciferian, they work for the devil. They have to oh Jesus, man, I clicked the wrong one. Got you guys looking at the wrong stuff right now. Oh God. Jesus, got an amateur hour over here live on StreamYard. Let's stop the screen share. Yeah, good job, Steve. All right, let's try that again, guys. Very sorry about that. NASA gallery. I think that's where we were. Yeah. We'll give this a shot. But yeah, before we go on about that, so what NASA, you know, has to do, because they're you know, living the Luciferian cult. It's what they do. They, you know, they blatantly worship Lucifer. You know, the name of the Apollo program, Apollo, goes back to Apollyon, to Abaddon, to Nimrod, to Osiris, which they have another program named Osiris, which relates back to Zeus, and Zeus is Lucifer. So, yeah, the Titans, the fallen angels, they all have the same origins. It is what it is. But what they have to do, you know, they have to transgress. They have to do everything reverse as we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do they do before their launches? They count backwards, 5, 4, you know, blah, 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 all the way back down to whatever. So just wanted to say that real quick. So let's watch, you know, I'm just going on their archives right now. I didn't watch any of this beforehand. So let's see how, launch the Orion spacecraft, ascent, orbit, 2 tests. Let's see how official this looks. Oh, hell is this?
3, 2, 1, ignition. DLC Minotaur launch vehicle is carrying the AA-2.
Oh, that was strange. Got a bright sky over here, 100%, you know, and then
3, 2, 1, ignition.
what is that about? Dark sky? So clearly, this whole background is not accurate. As you can literally see, this is inserted here. This is 100% CGI. Well, at least the background is. This is edited. This probably got shot off somewhere, but not here, not live, not when they did it. Absolutely not. You could see something lifting it here. You could literally see wires there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me bring this back a second. To watch.
Ignition.
Right there. There's your wire. There's your hoax. NASA's a sham. Nope. Straight to a different angle. That's what they have to do.
Carrying the AA-2 launch abort system for a full stress test.
And of course, it looked like they had, let's say the top is some sort of, I wouldn't say a representation of a cross, but in one, you know, one part of that image there, it kind of looked like it had a little something on top. Yeah, a little bit, but it is what it is. Why wouldn't it, you know? It's the Orion program, Lucifer program. Goes hand in hand with the Apollo program. Yep. Right out of your perspective, people. Yep, already turning sideways.
10 seconds. We will see the abort.
Abort initiation. Pyros 1 and 2 discharge both sides. Pyros 3 and 4 discharge both sides.
Wow.
Good power enabled.
Once the data.
And, you know, that fell into the ocean. And that is most likely the reason, ladies and gentlemen, of the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, in my opinion. In my opinion, it is what it is. But yeah, you know, it is an abort test, but it was still a fake. We still saw all the CGI in there. So, is what it is. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm showing unbroken for your rockets being launched. And you see it on land. You can't see that, bro. The collector. You can't see that from on land. They'll never show you that because you know that's too much truth for you. Just you know, go on a boat, go through the Bermuda Triangle, and if you make it through there, it is what it is. That's why they avoid it because it's just where they all are. It's just where they all are, in my opinion. You know, this is my channel, Steve JMO. It's not your opinion. It's my opinion. So I think we were in galleries. We're in the video gallery there. So let's see what other fakery NASA's got on here that we could look at. Yeah, let's go see if we can get some good old videos on here. But you know what you can't find on the NASA website, only on their YouTube channel, is their Apollo stuff. All the original footage got copied over because of budget cuts, which is ridiculous because they've embezzled $600 million from us since their initiation in 56, I believe, 54. I think it was 56. And you know, the timing of NASA could have gone up better because it happened right around the same time as the Antarctic Treaty. So they seal off the outer edge. They you know, make space reality to most people. They seal off the upper edge. No need to go testing anything up there. You're just gonna get sucked out into space. So they shut that off for it. So it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And NASA, you know, NASA need to deceive. You guys can look that up on your own. It's absolutely ridiculous. Pence. Yep, that's nice. That's what I'm saying. People still think that the left and right system's legit, but they're still representing NASA, who's given us nothing but lies over the years. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Here we go. Sounds of the sun. This should be great. Let's see what your sun sounds like, people. Yeah.
You're actually hearing the vibration.
Yeah, if you believe any of that, you're absolutely the dumbest person that I've ever met. So is what it is. Let's see what we got here. The gallery. The gallery is much better than the videos. Yeah, look at that crap. Image of the day. Hubble's views. Galaxy dazzling display. Wow. Look at that CGI. Yeah, here the part about this here. It's at the bottom of the astronauts' boots were flat on the Apollo 11 mission. Yeah. So look into that too, people. Absolutely ridiculous. This is clearly a painting. This is not this image from JPL. Yep. Uranus. It's a Voyager 2. How nice is that? How nice is that? These are all paint. These are all images made on a computer. None of these are real. There's nothing on Mars either. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, people. Oh my god. Yeah. This is probably right here. Probably the realest image we have. NASA Armstrong aircraft. Because NASA can't leave the atmosphere. It's only crafts. What, that's it for pictures? That's all we got? Oh, man. No, that was it. That's it. That's all we got. Is there like a more button somewhere? Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What we can do here. Actually, you know what? Do the old program. Let me see if I can find the what we Ryan. I can't find. I'm looking for the link that shows you radiation belts. Yeah, we can't find it here, but I know we'll find it on YouTube. No problem. Now let's attach that up because it's really funny what they say. It's actually hilarious. And why do I keep getting Streamlab in a different Chrome browser like that? There we go. Let's get this queued up real quick, guys. You get that. Ryan program. And I think it was a NASA official video. Yeah, but they're not showing me what I want to see here. There we go. There's something you want to see right there. Beautiful. We'll share that. Do this. I didn't share any audio. Like a dumb prick. Like a dumb prick. Come on, Steve. Wake up. Already had 3 coffees today. I don't know how we're not awake yet. They see share audio should just be clicked at all times. What I hate about stream here. So stupid. So check this out. This is NASA's own employee telling you that they can't leave the Earth's orbit. Never have, never will, because they can't. So listen up.
It can take astronauts deeper into space than we've ever gone before, to an asteroid or even onto Mars. For these missions, Orion has to be one tough spacecraft, withstanding high speeds, searing temperatures, and extreme radiation. Before we can send astronauts into space on Orion, we have to test all of its systems. And there's only one way to know if we got it right: fly it in space. For Orion's first flight, no astronauts will be aboard. The spacecraft is loaded with sensors to record and measure all aspects of the flight in every detail. It all begins with launch aboard a Delta IV Heavy rocket.
And just want to point out real quick, all the rockets that they have, they're all patents to make artificial clouds, produce rain, which I've showed you guys plenty of time before, but let's just keep watching this because it'll tell you at one point they never have left the Van Allen radiation belts. They still can't get through the Van Allen radiation belts, but yet they went to the moon in the 1960s and 70s. So, believe what you want to believe. And apparently you have Elon Musk and sent a Tesla up there, and it got through the Van Allen belts just fine. A regular car made of, aluminum, plastic, all that other shit. It's all good, but humans can't go through it. So check that.
As it punches into Earth orbit, Orion will jettison its launch abort system. The abort system is a safety feature designed to pull Orion and its crew out of danger if there were a problem with the rocket during ascent. Orion's journey is just beginning. As the spacecraft and the upper stage begin their first lap around Earth, Mission Control in Houston is monitoring the progress of the flight.
And the reason they tell you that they're doing the quote unquote lap around Earth is just to hide the fact that they're when they take off in the Kennedy space station, and Kennedy's a 33 word, which we'll get into in a little bit. Kennedy numerologically breaks down to 33. So JFK, Kennedy space station. So so when they take off from there, they go they shoot out what way is it? It's east, which wouldn't make sense because the Earth rotates from east to west. So why would you want to take off going east, the opposite direction of which the Earth is rotating? That's it's 1,000 miles an hour that you're going to have to break either way, and it's an extra 1,000 miles per hour that you're going to have to be going, first of all. And taking off and going straight up at that point ain't going to do you too much good. And the illusion that they say they got to do their lap around is because they're going out of your perspective. They're never doing the lap around. They just dump their loads off into the ocean, most likely. Most likely, just my opinion. If you don't like it, there's other channels out there.
Orion's over 100 miles up and going about 17,000 miles per hour. Just as it passes over the Indian Ocean, we lose communication. This is expected. The communications link we have through satellites to Orion is momentarily lost, but Orion continues to receive and process data. Its computers can handle 480 million instructions per second. Imagine you are traveling with Orion as the flight test continues. One orbit completed. Time to go. The upper stage of the rocket fires again. Like the setup for a roller coaster ride, this is the big climb we've been waiting for. We are headed 3,600 miles above Earth, 15 times higher from the planet than the International Space Station.
Right. So hold on. They have the Van Allen radiation belts that are in that zone, but you have the International Space Station chilling up there with people on it at all times, not dressed for space. They're just in polos, khakis, walking around their wires, doing all their CGI work. The International Space Station is the international fake station, people.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts.
It's where you got to listen up, people. Listen.
An area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back.
Listen to them.
But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
So he just literally said that they've never sent anyone through these regions of space and that scientists are still working on ways to send people there. So what happened to all the moon missions, bro? All of them. They didn't happen. They're fake. NASA just told you in their own words that they've never been through the Van Allen belts. You guys got to wake up, people. These people got to wake up. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, man. Who is this collector guy? This guy is fucking kind of pissing me off. Yeah. All right, yeah, this guy's getting kicked. This guy is just a loser. You're gone. Yeah, you're gone. And he can tell his mommy, his friends that Steve JMO kicked him from the chat. Guys, you know. Yeah, exactly. Sweeze is 100% right. The guy, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson claims the Earth is pear-shaped, and how come all the images of Earth from space, which we all know are fake, are, yeah. And, well, he's gone. He's 100% gone. And, yeah, this guy is ridiculous. This guy's, yeah. We don't have time for people like that in the chat. Even though there's, 9, 10, 11 watching or whatever, there's no need to have anyone like that just trolling the chat and, you know, trying to be all tough guys. And we'll send them, we'll send them right back to where they came from. And let me just hand out a couple more wrenches so you guys can kick people like that. Spirit sealed, you got a wrench. So yeah, people like that we have no toleration for. Absolutely. Absolutely. And who the hell is Turd Ferguson? This guy seems like a real winner. Yeah. Here come all the trolls. Yep. We're just gonna have to block them one at a time. I don't got time to deal with them. Yeah, this guy's gone. So don't worry about him. And yeah, HQ Tactical, 100%, bud. 100%. NASA gets 25 million per day. They've embezzled 600 billion since their inception. And what have they given us? Nothing. Nothing real, at least. Let's look at some more NASA archives. Let's let's look at this. This is actually some good stuff here. You don't need audio for this, it's just pictures. So you go to Google, NASA photos from Earth, and nasa.gov.gov.gov.gov. So we're going to use the ones that have nasa.gov on the bottom, which are pretty much the first 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know, 12. These are all from NASA. These are all from NASA. There, you got space and whatever. So yeah. Yeah. Look at this one here. Let's go on this first. So what we got here, guys. This is one of my favorites. Let me just get this up a little more. Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Oh, crap. Oh, that's not bad. So, yeah, what do we got here? We got allegedly the moon. This was taken by Hubble, possibly. Doesn't really matter who took this picture. It's 100% fake. This is supposed to be North America up here, I guess. There's no such thing as South America anymore, even though the Mandela effect has moved it to the right. Apparently, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 storm systems just about to beat up on Mexico. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is what they give you for the moon. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that real stuff. Look at that. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then, so if the moon looks like that compared to the Earth, and you have images of astronauts on the moon, and the Earth is a a penny-sized object in the background, you got a problem. So your perspective here, if you're on the moon looking at the Earth like that, the Earth should be your entire skyline. Just simple stuff like this, people. Just simple pictures like that you can show to people and tell them that. But even that might not wake these people up. So, oh, I don't know what I just did there. But yeah, NASA's just got nothing legit, nothing consistent. Here, we'll do NASA blue marble. The blue marble was admitted to being a CGI, the one released 2001. Yeah. So there's your supposed picture of Earth. There's your 6. There's your other 6 right in your faces. Absolutely ridiculous. Look down here. It's the same exact cloud twice. Oh shit! I forgot you can't do that. Shh. So yeah, but still, it's just 100% ridiculous. This is not real. As you can see, this is clearly not a photograph. If anything, this is just a very good painting. But then again, like I said, you got your 6. You got your CGI work, same cloud, same cloud, same cloud, same cloud over there. It's absolutely 110% ridiculous. Right in your faces. Then you got the original. You got your inverted 6, your other inverted 6, and your backward 6 there. It's just sickening, people. It's just sickening. So that's your original picture of Earth from space, 1971. Was it 71? Was it 79? I don't quite remember. Either way, it was Apollo 17. So what happened to Apollo 11? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They waited to the last mission to get to get a picture of Earth. What did they give you? What did the did NASA give you? The American Space Organization? They gave you a picture of Africa and Antarctica to prove Antarctica is a continent on the bottom of the globe. But what they got here of Africa, it's a little too big. There's no Europe on top. There's no Asia. There's no India. It's just big old Africa. Africa's half the world now, people. It's absolutely ridiculous. But look at Africa here, right? Then you look at another picture from NASA. I think it was one more back. Sorry. Yep. Another official picture from NASA. Where did it go? Dude. Sorry. One more back. And yeah. So they give you this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Looks nothing like, the image they give you. They gave you back in 79, whenever it was. So many inconsistencies. Yep. This is the same exact picture. They just took the little moon out. This is what they do. This is what they do. They give you the same picture. Yep. Apparently the Earth is a different color. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 giant storms, 6, 7. So absolutely ridiculous. And then back in it says 2012, but we all know that they're just covering their tracks. They didn't release another blue marble besides the 2 they had until 2015, and this is the one. America has taken the role of Africa. America is now, triple the size of the world, or triple the size that it should be. There's no South America. South America is pretty much where Africa should be. And it's just all fake. It's all composites. Apparently, America's one big desert. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, people. Oh, man. Absolutely ridiculous. So, what do we got? Looks like we got another troll. Just registered for the Church of Flat Earth. Yeah, we don't do that here, buddy. There's no false worshiping here, so you're gone. Absolutely ridiculous. And yes, Kaylee Johnson, spelled out in, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. These people work in numbers. It's absolutely ridiculous. NASA, found up on the Nazi regime, who were all Masons. They're all Jesuits. They all work for the Vatican. They all work for Lucifer. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So let's stop that screen share and yeah, like I just said, let's talk about this real quick. If space is real, guys, how come there's not a single real picture of a real life satellite? Check that out. I'll put it up right now. Make sure it's up. Put that full screen. Yeah. Oh, wrong page. There we go. Look at these. Look at these people. Photo of a real satellite. Can't get one. All computer generated images. All fake. You find one you think that is real, send it to me and we'll break it down together, show you how it's not real. Absolutely ridiculous. You guys think these are real? Oh, you got something else coming. Fisheye lens right in the middle. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. See, this is most likely what it is. The substitute satellites. These are satellites. What are satellites? Absolutely ridiculous. Supposedly thousands of satellites in the air, yet we haven't seen thousands of takeoffs, rockets going up as satellites, putting them in the atmosphere. You don't see any of those because they're not real. They're not real. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Squeeze, you're right, man. Yeah, a lot of D-bags tonight. Oh, man. Absolutely ridiculous. And you saw that HQ, like you said, on the balloons. The ones that are actually up there, which are probably just, surveillance ones, government contracted things. None of them are telecommunicators because that's all 5G land based. But yeah, what they do have up there are all just attached to the balloons. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yep, 100% right, bud. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. But let's see how long we fucking last with this video up. Watch this. So this is original footage from the first moonwalk, and let's just watch and see how choppy and spliced and bull crap it is. And yeah, of course, your boy over here did not share the audio, so let's give that a shot again. Like I said, should just be automatically checked, but StreamYard just keeps making it difficult for us. So let me turn this down a little. And it's just about an hour in. And you see how you could literally just see through him here? It's because he's not there. He's not there. Absolutely ridiculous. And look at the foreground, people. Look at the foreground. I mean the background. It stops right there. It's ridiculous. It's about 20 feet, and it's just black screen. And people bought this. People bought this as reality back then. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. 100% fake. You can literally see the stuff right behind him, right through him. And oh, there he is. Look how fake that is, people. You think any of this is real? You got another thing coming. You've literally got another thing coming. None of this is real. None of that is real. These men never been to the moon, never walked on the moon. Absolutely ridiculous. Think any of this is real? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. As you got the flag's waving over here. What's that? There's wind in space? Come on, man. Come on. This is just fake stuff. 100% bull crap, if you ask me. 100%. Oh, man. You guys want a real good laugh? Here, let me go to my buddy's website or his YouTube page real quick. I know he's got a very good video. There we go. And yeah, this dude, this is my buddy's dad. He should have a lot more subscribers. JT Reverse Brainwash. You guys should head over to his channel, see what he's about. He's got some very good, incredibly good videos, old videos that have been blacklisted. It's good stuff. All good stuff on his channel. But I want you guys to see probably his most popular video here. And yep, we were just watching this stuff. This is called the NASA hoax machine. This is a video of his did about 4 years ago. And it's just, all parts and bits of all NASA fakery. How it's all 100% fake. Like here. Like, they're going to tell you that's from the capsule, but you can clearly see it's not. Dude's shadows getting in the way. It's just a projected light, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, there's no actual land masses. Just ocean and cloud and some little Jimmy over here. It's nowhere near the shape of a circle. Just 100% fakery. And then look at these guys. They come back from their moon landing and it looked like someone just shot their dog, killed their kid or something. They are not interested. They are not happy. They just had to lie to America and now they got to live with it. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. What this guy does, he does good work. I'm telling you, JT Reverse Brainwash does some great work. Yeah. Yep. Space may be the final frontier, people, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Just always keep that in the back of your mind. Always. Absolutely ridiculous. Yep. Yeah, the window, the capsule, bunch of bull crap. Yeah, all junk. Yeah, think about the Florida Space Center. They got the one runway, and I'm not too sure the significance of the number 15 is. Although 1 + 5 is 6. 6 is big in a cult, but or 15. I don't know. There's two numbers. Times it by 2, you get 30. Division of 3. I don't know. Whatever. But the other number on their runway is 33. Yeah. Yeah. So, and right there, that tells you who's running the whole show, people. Freemasons, the occult. They got their hand dipped deep into this because it makes them a lot of money, a lot of our taxpayers' money. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, since the funding of NASA, been $600 billion of U.S. money, which means it's tax money, taxpayer money, our money. And what have they given us? Nothing real. Like I said, the only real thing about NASA is that their engines are, they're not engines. They're secretly weather manipulation devices, cloud seeders, cloud makers, rain makers, as we saw before in previous videos. We have patents of that go back to 1891, and in some cases 1811. But they since then taken that down because we had too much. We were looking at it too hard, too much. So yeah, NASA fakery. We just witnessed a bunch of it there. You got NASA being formed upon a bunch of former Nazis. Werner von Braun, which his name's been Mandela affected too. There was never a H in there. It was always WERNER. Now it's WERHNER. So I don't know if you guys remember that. And on his tombstone, it actually says Psalms. What is it? Psalms 1 or Psalms 119, and that verse says, "Within the firmament showeth his handiwork," and that's from a NASA, not just employee. That's from the one of the founders of NASA, the founding fathers, you could put it, of NASA. That's on his gravestone. And if you look into, I can't remember her name right now. He had a caretaker the last couple of years of his life, and she had a lot of interesting things to say. Because in his final years, I think he was trying to get right with everyone, and he told her the entire plan, the fake space, the fake alien invasion of what's to come. So maybe we'll get that going up in a little bit. But and like I said, all the space program names are just named after pretty much just named after Lucifer blatantly. Like I said, you have Apollo and Orion, who are one and the same in just different aspects of the world, different worships, which they both go back to Nimrod, go back to Zeus, who go back to the origins of Lucifer. So it's all Luciferian, run a cult thing, which I think is obvious. Because why else would they want? Why else would they lie about space? Why else would they? Oh, 19-1. Thank you there, flat flop or slip flap, whatever. Sorry. But yeah, Psalms 19:1. Yeah. But so people are like, what's the real point besides the money to fake space? Well, that's to hide the shape of the earth, to hide the fact that this place didn't come from a big bang. This place was created by a creator specifically, We're intelligent design. We're not made from some alien race, or we weren't produced from a big bang that produced gases that turned into molecules that turned into cells, into a turtle, into a fish, into a monkey, into us. So that's not how it's going. If that were the case, we would have kept our tails. As the tail helps the monkey, it would have helped us even more. And yeah. So we didn't get into the live feed of the ISS. I don't really want to. I don't want to put that on here right now. Well, maybe we'll stir it up a little, get them really pissed off. So let's look at the live feed of the ISS right now, because probably 110% just BS. So let's get that going. We won't play any music or the sound. Hopefully it'll we won't get a big copyright if it does happen. So what do we got? Got to add. That's what I love. Yeah, look at that. That's got to be real, right, guys? They're showing you where they are. I was lining up. No, that's not real, people. They put these little things in here, up in the upper right hand corner, the left hand corner, and make them look legit. Those are just added filters on top. And oh, now they had to change it. Now they got their other little thing up here to make you think they're actually in space. It's all just computer generated images. They have their fake curve. No stars, of course. No stars. No moon, no sun, no nothing. They can't turn the camera around either because there's nothing there because it's computer generated. But let's get that down before they start fucking crying. Good old NASA. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, ISS is 100% hoax. Hubble, there's nothing up there, guys. And they don't even need to have Hubble because they have a telescope here on Earth, which is more powerful. It's a light-based telescope, and it's just coincidentally called the Lucifer telescope, and it's owned by the Vatican. Look into that. Look into that. And like we talked about before, the Van Allen belts, apparently, according to NASA's own archives, they have never been penetrated, and they're still trying to figure out how to send people there, even though we accordingly supposedly we went to the moon in the 60s and 70s, but apparently that never happened, and apparently all the footage of the moon has been lost or copied over due to budget cut reasons, which is 100% false, people, because NASA has been given $600 billion since its inception just from U.S. tax dollars. Whew. Yeah. That's just not counting money they're getting from SpaceX and Virgin Galactic and all these other agencies that got to do contracts through them. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And NASA and all these other space agencies, they're all just run by Freemasons, pretty much. They worship Lucifer. They worship the sun. They took down Jakim and Boaz in New York City and erected their new tower. Take down 2, erect 1. The Tower of Light, Lucifer Tower, pretty much the New World Order Tower. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So all elites are pretty much, if they're not Freemasons, they're a different form of Freemasonry. Jesuit, Zionist, whatever it may be. They all worship the same stuff. We all work on the same numbers, the same colors, all this other stuff. The handshakes. It's absolutely ridiculous. And these people, they're everywhere. They control the sports. They control your celebrities. All your celebrities are Freemasons, as a lot of their names are 33. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the I'm drawing a blank for the Pythagorean number number calculator, as 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is B, or 3 is C, and it goes on. It goes to 9, and whatever the 10th letter would be is 1, and it goes all the way to Z that way. So that's how that works. You got Vin Diesel. It's a 33 name, but his original name is Mark Sinclair, so he couldn't be famous without taking the 33 name. Just like Joan Rivers. What was her original name? Something McBride. So Joan Rivers, 33 name. Alex Jones, of course, has to be a 33 name because his real name is Bill Hicks. Look that up, people. El Chapo, 33 name. And I can't remember what El Chapo's first name is right now, but that is also a 33 name. It's ridiculous. Kennedy, President Kennedy, 33 name. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And one of their favorite colors, the Freemasons, is orange, because orange is the only color that breaks down to 33. As you have new shows on TV, orange is the new black. The O.J. Simpson trial. Oh, what do you associate the term OJ with? Orange juice, OJ. It's absolutely ridiculous. And in that case, his the original where is that? I got it right here. The original payout for not for him, but that is the other lawyers wanted. The original was 33 million. Yeah. And it's not just 33 names; it's 33 that are, it pops up everywhere, so you know who's controlling what, with just by them just using the numbers. The numbers, man. Like, it all resorts back to the fallen angels. You know, the highest degree of Freemasonry wouldn't be 33 if a third of the angels didn't fall. You know, that's their sacred number, 33.3, third of the angels, which leads me to believe that the sun is 33 miles in the sky. That's just my personal opinion. Freemasons' highest level of Scottish rite is 33. Technically, they worship the sun, the bearer of light, Lucifer, 33, you know? So why wouldn't the sun be actually 33 miles up? So it is what it is. And, you know, 33 comes up all the time. It's not just the names, like I said. Like I say, you have the NASA runway at one of the end is 33. Yes, Trump is orange. He has to be orange because that's it's 33. Simpson, I wouldn't doubt, is 33 got a ball. You got you know, back in 2000, what was that, 10, 11 or something? 33 miners were trapped in that Chilean mine. What else do we got? 9/11, the towers. You know, they were up for 33 years. They went down 33 years after they were built. The word police is 33. JFK, you know, what day did it happen? Happened on 11/22. 33 people. And I know this isn't 33, but you look at your Gmail. Look at your Gmail, right? Your the app or the icon. It's just a Freemasonic apron. It's absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, the Masons, they worship Lucifer knowingly, especially at the higher levels. They do all these mock rituals, human humiliation rituals. And you know, you go to your local lodge, it'll be like cops, town officials, but the more bigger ones, you have senators, congressmen, you know, people you don't even know about, bankers, all these other people. And yes, HQ WWW is 666. Just like people don't know when Fox is 666, A B C D E F, you know, F, you know, not, you don't just count six again, but you know, you go to 11, then you do your other. O is 6, and X is 6. Yep. So you're 100% right there. 100%. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. Clinton's 33. Yep. Bill Clinton's original name is Bill Blythe. Yeah, Blythe. So they had to change it to get the 33. It's absolutely ridiculous. And funny, for even the music industry, the first record to ever run. You know, you got your record player. It ran at 33.3 RPMs. Yeah. So 33 is everywhere, guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Then you have, you know, you have like what would you call them? Like sub cults from the Freemasons. You got like Skull and Bones. You got 322, which you see that everywhere. 322 is they stamp that all over the place just as much as they do 33 or 666 or 66 or whatever it may be. 322 is everywhere. You got you know, the '04 election, Bush and Kerry. They were both Skull and Bones members going against each other. So there's your controlled opposition right there. Yeah. And you know, Skull and Bones, you know what the logo is, literally Skull and Bones. So why wouldn't they want to you know, imprint that in your brain as a kid? What do you associate with Skull and Bones? The bad guys, the pirates. And this is who these guys are actually working for, these bad guys. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. Yeah, we've been going at this for a little while. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it there, HQ Tactical. This guy's alright. I kinda like this guy. Yeah, it is interesting. Spirit Seal. Yep. Trump's orange. He has to be orange. He has to have that orange complexion because orange is 33. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you know, that's okay, Squeeze. You'll be all right. sometimes that stuff just happens. It's all about the intent of the 33. Like you could, you could have, 33, I don't know, pennies in your car. It's all about the intent of the number, because numbers do speak loud. It's big. It's big how they use their numbers, the colors, the signs, and they don't really deal too much in words. It's all about numerology, all that good stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. Who taught the Freemasons? That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, all Freemasonry, it all leads back to the Vatican, because the Vatican is not they don't worship Christ in any single way, shape, or form. It's all Luciferian occult. They're all one and the same. And I use the Freemason term really loosely, because it's just easier than saying the Illuminati or the Jesuits I pretty much just put them all in the Freemason boat, because they're all one and the same. 322, Order of the Death Set, Knights of Malta, or Knights of Columbus, any of them, they're all Freemasons. They all do the handshakes, all the rituals, all that other stuff. But yeah, it's ridiculous. All from the Kabbalah. Absolutely. I like this. I like this person. Little city living. Heard that. You guys are good stuff. But I've been going for about 2 hours. I just got an update to Stavely's live, so you all want to head out to his channel. I'm about to close this stream out, put another song on to close it out with, and I'm gonna go. We're gonna go in his chat. So if everyone wants to migrate to Brian's channel, check him out. He's live right now, actually, so that'll be good. Brian's my dude. I like him. He's a really good guy. And yeah. So with that being said, just want to say thank you all for coming. You guys are the best. Together, we are the best. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop the truth. Just know that there's always a anti-God demonic agenda being played. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Most importantly, keep your heart open, people. So it is what it is. I'm gonna get on out of here, guys. Steve JMO checking out. You guys have a great night. Like I said, God bless. Like, share, and subscribe. And that's it. You guys take care. See you later.
When I was a youngster, I never knew the world was so cold. Now I see this place for what it is as I grow. Okay. Yeah. ODD. Nothing in the world compares to being a kid. I remember growing up and all the things that I did. Being bad, getting into trouble. Clothes soaking wet cause I was stomping in a puddle. Playing with my friends had my day gone. It was time to go inside when the lights came on. Dirty as could be when I came in from the street. But dinner's on the table and I'm ready to eat. Just me and my mom and my crazy brother. Daddy wasn't there, but that just made us tougher. I didn't even ask why my father left. Mother's love was enough and I was always blessed. She was beautiful and young and she was kinda wild. And the world got brighter every time she smiled. Nothing was able to take the magic away. I really miss how things used to be back in the day. When I was a youngster, I never knew the